Tell me where my glasses are.
Your glasses. This is going to make great footage for the beginning of my 14th episode.
That's alright, I use these ones.
Alright then. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am tonight's entertainment.
I am Morgan Freeman.
I am Morgan Freeman. No, on a serious level, I am Milsysaurus. This is FIFA 16 PSG career mode, part 14. Welcome back. I'm so sorry for that introduction. My girlfriend was just being a bit silly and looking for her glasses, but I do appreciate that. That might make good footage later on. Here we are, back on the January transfer window. I need to remind you I am not doing this for a career. This is simply for my own enjoyment, a simple hobby of mine. I'm just your average southeastern lad who has a job, normal social life, living with his partner. And I kind of tend to want to do this because I don't take drugs, I don't smoke, and I rarely drink. So I've got to do something to kill my time. Not that I'm condoning that that's what you have to do in order to kill time, but hey, you know exactly what I mean. But moving on, I do not own the rights to this game or for any of its, I don't know, any of its features. I don't really know how to do these copyright videos. I mean, all I did was play a bit of music and YouTube messaged me saying, we want to make a copyright claim, and that's fine, I get that. That song is owned by somebody else, and if someone else plays it, you need to always mention that that song does not belong to you. However, this game was not created by myself. I don't own the rights to it, but it is my own game, this is my own video, and this is my own YouTube channel, which I do regular uploads on. So I do play FIFA a little bit differently to everybody else. I'm hoping to see probably one of my OnlyFans pop on soon. I don't know if he's got the memo just yet, but we are going to continue moving forward. I'm hoping to make this a regular thing, but enough chit chat. Let's recap on what we have done so far. So we are in the January transfer window. These players that you see before your eyes that have all been shortlisted are players with 6-month expiry contracts. So these are all going to be pre-contracts. I've already made an offer for David De Gea. I've already made an offer for John Terry. Now, John Terry is an experiment. I need to remind you, he is only an experiment. I do not plan to keep him in the long run. I'm just experimenting on trying to sign a club legend for Chelsea who is at his peak. And, you know, in the previous FIFAs, I've always tried to sign him into PSG, but he's always said, look, I love this club, I want to stay. I want to see if it works for FIFA 16. Moving on, we have Wesley Schneider, who I have made an offer to, as well as Jonas. Now, is there anybody else I've already made a signing to? No. So, what we're going to do is we're going to just start from the bottom of the list and work our way to the top. So, strikers come first. Bearing in mind, I do not plan to sign all of these players. I only have 17 slots available. I'm going to make an offer to every one of these players and see whether they accept my first offer or not. So, how many players do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Moving on. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16... 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 36 players to sign. So all of them are definitely not going to come onto the squad as I only have 17 places. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to make an offer to every one of these players right here, right now. If they refuse the contract, I should just bump them off right then, unless I really want them. Some of these players have not been fully scouted just yet, so we don't know their value. I'm on my website, Fathead, and it doesn't tell me their value because that does vary depending on your game. So the next signer, we've got Rodrigo Palacio. He's a striker, 33 years old. He's probably only got a couple of seasons left in him. Okay form, morale content. So this is what we're going to do. Approach to sign on contract expiry. He wants 1 year. That we can give him, considering he's an old dude. And he wants 130,000. Now, his current salary is $70,000. What do we do? Now, it's pretty simple that I never offer a bonus per goal unless it's like someone like Lionel Messi or Ronaldo. I never offer him a squad role unless they ask. But 70,000 a week he's currently getting paid by Inter Milan. And he wants 130. Shall we go with our first offer being... Do we want to pay $100,000 to him a week? That's the big money-making question. So how about we offer him 15,000 more? Or is that too cheeky? We could just go for it as a tester, you know, why not? So 85 grand a year, a week, sorry, for 1 year. It's more money than he's already getting, and if he wants a squad role, we'll give him that too. At least he knows where he stands, but he's been approached. Moving on, Javier Hernandez. Now, I'm a little bit excited for Javier Hernandez. Now, I played on default squads. I didn't do currently customized, or I didn't do recently downloaded. I've done default squads. So, obviously, Javier Hernandez went to Fenerbahce in real life, but he wasn't signed at the time where EA decided, right, look, we're ready to release this game in a couple of months. Let's have Hernandez in Man United squad as a default. But obviously, if you press that button to download recent squads, he will go to Fenerbahce. So I'm a bit excited. I was a little bit sad to watch this guy go. I felt like he never got his big break, and I would like to give him his big break at PSG. This is somebody who I would like to play with for a couple of seasons. If not, just make a bit of money off of him, maybe about 15 million. He's worth quite a bit, but he's in okay form and his morale is content. I think it's going to be an easy buy. 3 years sounds about perfect. He's currently getting 130,000 a week. He wants 160. Let's go for... What about 150? Let's try 150 and see what he says. Moving on to the next player. I think we've got another striker, and we're going to America. Clint Dempsey, 32 years of age, 81 overall, worth 14.5. Okay form, content, morale. So we're going to approach on expiry. He only wants 1 year. Fair enough. And he wants 180. He wants 100 more. Are you fucking for real? Excuse the French, but that is ridiculous. I am not paying that for someone like you. For all I know, you could be amazing. So I'm only going to go for 100,000 a week. That's about as much as you're getting, mate. If he doesn't accept that, we might need to consider just lodging him off, because there's no way in hell I'm paying that kind of money. Now, I've already made an offer for Jonas, so we can move on to our right winger, Sofian Feghouli, or Feghouli. Now, I've got to bear in mind, people, I've got to be careful here, because there could be other clubs out there with these players on their target list as well, especially David De Gea. He's the one I truly want. But moving on, 26-year-old right winger. We don't know his overall. He is being currently scouted, but I can easily check him out on this Futhead website. I hate that name with a passion. Okay, so expiry. He wants 3 years and he wants 190. That's 80,000 more. So do we do 150 or 175? I think 150. 150 and 3 years sounds about fine with me. You know, 26-year-old. I think that could be a valuable signing. He looks like he can make a great addition to my second or even my first squad. I mean, coming from Valencia CF, he must be pretty good. Valencia is not a bad team. Then we've got a very funny name in Mbark Boussaufa. He's a cam, 31-year-old. We don't know a lot about him, so let's approach him. He wants 2 years. That I can do, and he wants 160 when he's currently being paid 70. Now, do you know what? That's just an insult. So I'm only going to offer him 15 more. 15 more. I got a feeling transfer windows are a lot more stricter. A lot more stricter. And we have got someone... someone was watching, but then they've dropped off. But, oh well, never mind. Moving on. Eva Benega, 27 years old. His position is cam. He's okay form. He's content morale. How much is he going to worth? Now, I've seen this guy before. He's from Sevilla FC. He wants 3 years. That's perfect considering his age. But he wants 160. He only wants 50 grand more. I respect that. I really do. I really do respect that. But I'm going to be cheeky with this dude. And I'm going to say 140. I kind of regret some of the offers I made for some of these players. I really do. Because I know I won't be able to afford all of these players. So I'm just going to go on a whim and just offer these players randomly. Like, I mean, Michael Carrick, let's see. He only wants 1 year. That's absolutely fine. But he wants 120. I'm going to offer him 100. That sounds fair. Come on, 10 grand more than you already earn. You're 34 years old, Michael. I know you're from my favourite club, but that's about as much as you're getting. 80 overall centre midfield, Riccardo Montolivo from Milan, 30 years old. What can we offer him? He wants 2 years. That's fine with me, but 160. Well, how about 110? That sounds about right. 110 sounds more than enough. I've never even heard of this guy before, so we don't know. Then there's Roman Shirokov from Spartak Moscow from Russia. So he's another 34-year-old player, so 1 year sounds about right. But he wants from 45,000 a week to 120. You could do one, mate. I will give you 60, 20 grand more, 20 grand more, do one. Absolutely. Right, Mikel Arteta from Arsenal, 33 years old. I would not mind signing this dude, considering he wants to come from an English club. And he doesn't want a lot more money, so let's do the 100 and see what he says. 1 year for 100 grand, that's not a bad offer for a 33-year-old player. Thiago, 34-year-old player again. Now, these 34-year-old players I'm a little bit concerned over, considering they could turn 35 before the summer transfer window. But this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to offer out to all of these 30, I think it was 32 I said, 32 players, and then get the reply from all of them. From 90 to 120. Meet me a little bit halfway. Let's go 100, dude. Give me an Arteta. Atletico Madrid he's from. Andre Carrillo. Now, this guy looks a bit legit. Now, the reason why I've said that is because he's 24 years old. He plays right midfield. Excuse me, right midfield. He would like 3 years. That's fine. But he wants from 70 to 150. 30 grand more, maybe. We're going to bang out these 100,000s a week. I think that's fair. Okay form, content morale. You know, he doesn't have a squad role. I reckon he's one of them guys that might ask for a squad role. I don't know why. Don't ask. Xabi Alonso, a guy who I was looking forward to signing. I don't know why he wasn't one of my firsts, but I think it's because he's 34. So he wants 1 year and 180,000. He's currently getting paid 150 for a 34-year-old. I think you best cut me some slack, mate, because I think you deserve 165. That's 15 more. He's probably not going to go. He's playing for FC Bayern, but we are PSG, so Patrice Evra is someone I desperately wanted, but I unfortunately found out through research that he's going to be 35 by season 2. But I'm going to go for that 1 year, 100,000. Someone I definitely would put some time in. Maybe you can make second squad, or I don't know, maybe earn a bit of cash on him. Daniel Agger, 31 years old, worth 10 million. He is a centre-back. He wants 2 years. That's fine by me. And he wants 160,000. I will offer you... You look like a 110 guy. You definitely look like a 110 guy. I should have done the same amount of money for most of these dudes. Or for the positions. Joel Matip. Another 24-year-old from FC Schalke. Now this could be interesting. This is very interesting. 3 years, 150 from 90. Let's do 125. I'm going to meet you halfway. 125. I think that's bloody fair, so you should go for that. 125. We've got a lot of signings here. This is going to be one long-ass episode, people. And my dinner is not even ready. Jan Vertonghen. Now, this is a guy I do want. I genuinely do want this guy. From Spurs. 28 years old. 82 overall. He's worth, or at least valued, at $17 million. Okay form, content, morale. He's somebody who could fit into the squad nicely. I am more than happy to give him 2 years. But he wants $220,000 a week. So from 140 to 220. Well. Why not? I'm going to offer him 190. See what he says at 190. Let's set the bar rolling. Okay, moving on. We've got Naldo, another player who I really want to sign. I forgot about him. 1 year sounds about right for a 33-year-old, and he wants 180. I can offer you 150. Let's say 150 for the year. That's okay. 85 overall. That is pretty nice. Nkulu or Nkulau. He's in bad form at the moment, but he's very happy. So this might not go in our favour. Martial might want to get rid of him, but Nkulu would want to probably stay. But he doesn't have the choice in the matter. He's got very 25 years old, so that's pretty cool. 70,000 more. I'm gonna go for that one. How about 145? 145. So that's 45 grand more. You know, definitely 45 grand more. 81 overall. That is not bad. But here is another one, ladies and gentlemen, that I am really looking forward to bringing back to PSG. 33 years old. He used to be a PSG player. 81 overall centre-back. He's valued at 8 million. Okay form. Content morale. He transferred to Milan. Now he's going to want 130. From 70 to 130. Now I'm only going to offer him 85. I'm all about the fives and evens, people. All about the fives and evens. And I'll give him his 1 year. 85 grand, so that's 15,000 more he's already getting. I think that's a bargain, mate. Now Vidic, another player I really want in the squad, but being 34 might just jeopardise that. I'll give him his 1 year, but he wants 160,000. A 34-year-old of 160,000. I'm gonna be cheeky and just offer him 10,000 more. Why the hell not? Maybe if I give him a squad role that he likes, he probably might go for it. We've got another 34-year-old. These 34-year-olds just might be my downfall. He wants 170 from 130. I can offer him the 150. That's about right. We've got a long process, people. A very long process. Martin Cáceres, 28 years old from Juventus. Now this guy, he looks like a good wall banger. I don't know how else to pronounce him, but he does look like a good wall banger. From 120 to 160. He's only asking for 40,000 more. So why not do 25,000 more? 145 for 2 years. He hasn't got a squad role in Juventus. I don't know what they're doing with him because he looks pretty good. Another 34-year-old. We're going to approach Macon from Roma. He wants the 1 year. That sounds good to me, but he wants 130. I ain't going for that, mate. I'm going to actually offer you 90,000 a week. Yeah, let's see if you go for 90,000 a week. You are only a profit guy. Tito, 30-year-old right back. Inquire about Tito. We're going to approach on your contract. He wants 2 years. That is fine, but I'm a little bit concerned with the amount of money he wants. 60, 85. Let's try 85. 85 a week for a 30-year-old right back from Rayo Vallecano. Alright, Alvaro Arbelau. The 32-year-old right back, 80 overall. He wants 30,000 more. I'm going to go for the 125, guys. Give him the 1 year he wants, 125. I think that's fine. Branislav Ivanovic, another right back, but he's 31 years old. So he wants the 2 years, but he wants 140. So we're going to be cheeky and give him 125. Why the hell not? 125. Sounds about right. Dario Serrana, 33-year-old right back. 1 year, that's fine by me, but he wants 140 from 50. Just for that alone, mate, just for that alone, I'm only going to offer you 10,000 more. That's ridiculous. I don't think he's going to come to the squad whatsoever. Victor Valdez. I love this goalkeeper. I don't know why, so please don't ask. For some reason, I love this goalkeeper. I can't remember what club. I think he was coming from Barcelona that he reached Manchester United, and I've never seen him play a single game unless it was in pre-season. This is a goalkeeper. With David De Gea coming, he probably won't get a chance, but he could be my second goalkeeper, and I could just loan out or trap and Sirigu. But he might just be a player who I'll make a bit of money off of. So he wants the 1 year, I can give him that, but he wants 150. Can I offer you 130? What about 130? Now, I know whether the ball will be in my court or not from these responds. If they respond to my first offer or not. So we've got Diego Benaglio from Wolfsburg, 32 years old, 81 overall. He's worth quite a bit of money, and he wants 160 from 190. So I'm going to go out on a whim and offer him maybe 130. What about the 130? Okay, Steve Mandanda. Now, I like this goalkeeper. I used to have him in a previous PSG career mode in one of my past FIFAs. I don't know whether it was 15 or 14, but this guy was a beast. Someone who I'd be more than happy to bring to the team, even if it is just to make a bit of money. He only wants... Okay, for a second now, I thought he only wanted 20,000 more. So, let's offer him 180. 180 for 2 years. That sounds about right. Now, and I think our final signing for today is Samir Handanovic. Samir Handanovic, 31 years old, 83 overall. He's worth $20 million. He's going to be a last guy. He wants 2 years. We can give him that and another 80 more. So let's offer him the 150. And there you have it. That is all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. But don't you worry. We are not going to end the episode right there. We are going to continue to the 2nd day of January to see if we get any replies. And as I've explained in previous episodes, this is the way I'm going to be simming through the calendar every day. Now, before I go ahead and do that, let's quickly have a sneak peek at the news to see if we've got any transfers. We flipping do. Clubs free to spend. Okay, so we've got SC Bastia and Chivo Verona in oh my goodness, I'm going to really make a fool of myself in this episode. Radavanovic. There we go. I got it, bitch. Lille keen on signing Konezis. Never heard of these players so far. Stoke City and Sporting CP in Slimani talks. And Levante UD confirm Evans talks. Well, that's interesting. Moving on. So we go to the season tab, hit the calendar, and sim to the 2nd of January. We are on a Saturday. Do I have any emails? Yes, I do, but it's the one email, an update from Italy. What updates could I possibly have at this point in my career mode? A leader of men. Any position, first team quality, but why are you on my scout report? I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, I think that about does it. I think we're going to end it just there, people. We're going to discuss why these players are on my scout report in the next episode, so please stay tuned. I'm your boy Millsy-saurus. This is FIFA 16 PSG career mode, and without further ado, take care, and I'll catch you in the next part. Peace out.